Yes, everybody. Happy evening. Good evening. Happy evening. Good evening. Russ of the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Happy Hump Day evening. And West Ham entertain Everton, or Everton entertain West Ham, whatever. Chicago entertains both clubs in the next round of the summer series. I don't know if the other games before or after. I think it's before. We'll have the dynamic duo, Bert and Ernie. We'll have Budgie and Kieran, old school hammers, doing their show beforehand, making a bit of a preview, and then hopefully doing a relaxed watch along. We're going to call it. No gadgets or gizmos like I have. A relaxed watch along. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Anyway, if you're new and here, thanks for joining us. We've had a few videos up today. Holly spoke about, well, actually this morning we had my little musing, talking about just, have we learned, coming into the Everton game, have we learned our lesson in terms of that slow midfield? I hope so. We'll wait and see if we do. Then Lucas Paqueta, one more season, and the impact that would have. And then Hammer's headlines talking about the third kit, talking about some midfield targets. We're going to talk about in a little bit more detail now, and talking a little bit about the game tonight as well. So lots for you to catch up on. But as always, bringing a little evening. I quite like the evening headlines. I hope you like them too. Let me know in the comments below. Just a little emoji. Put your most obscure emoji in the comments below. Got nothing to say, just put an emoji in there. It helps for the channel engagement. And similarly, for any other West Ham content you watch as well from other channels, don't forget to like and put comments in as well, because it helps them out tremendously. It's carrying a lot of our graph, this is, in terms of the old West Ham content stuff. But let's get into it, and let's talk about some players we've been linked with. Jacob Ramsey seems to be the name on everyone's lips today. Even my brother texts me. He left a voice note. What's going on with Ramsey? Well, according to XWHU employee, he is someone we are looking at, and there's somewhat of some belief of us potentially getting the 24-year-old over the line, and in a different claret and blue. I mean, we know the midfield's an area we're looking at. He's kind of sort of not on the peripherals as such at Villa, but there's a lot of competition for places. We desperately need some energy, some dynamism, and Jacob could bring it. He's 24, he's homegrown as well, and Premier League ready. I believe it's around 25 to 30 million pound, which, to be honest, seems a bit of a bargain based on costs we've been quoting for various other players who maybe not have had Premier League experience. I mean, that's the expectation. I believe he is a Salthouse player. So that could, for once, fall in our favour. Although it might mean we probably have to take Callum Wilson as a sweetener, maybe. You don't know. I'm only speculating. But there is a belief. X sort of made a little update to say, it's one of several, sort of not necessarily a backtrack, but just putting a bit of realism to it as well. It's one of several players we're looking at. It's also, we're one of several clubs that Jacob's interested in. Spurs are ones that are very interested in him about as well. Obviously, they can offer Champions League football as well. So let's see. We're not getting too excited yet. Having been linked to 186 players, 187 players so far this transfer window. Let's talk about some other players we've been linked with. It's not just old Jacob. Let's talk. He says when he's waiting for his file to upload because he hasn't uploaded. We're going to go for another midfield. We're going to go to 𝗘𝗓𝗘 for the rest of ours. And again, the thing about 𝗘𝗓𝗘 is we know we have a presence over there in terms of scouting and negotiation, in terms of Antonio, our chief scout out there. So it's no surprise that we're getting linked with Italian-based players from 𝗘𝗓𝗘. One midfielder we've been linked with proverbially is Yunus Musah, the AC Milan US international midfielder. He has apparently, according to reports, demanded don't think demand for it, asked AC Milan to drop their price on him. He has a price around 30 million euros, which is about 25 million, 26 million quid. They're all the same price. And with that, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and us are all interested in him. He was meant to be Napoli, but that fell through. His desire is he wants to leave. That's according to 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗚. Obviously, we were interested in him, as well as a number of other sides. His playing style doesn't match Allegri's sort of style of play, and they are looking at moving him on. But they're asking for 30 million euros. So that for me, for him, is something which maybe is a little bit too steep. I think maybe 20. I don't know. I don't know. I like him as a player. He's got some attributes I like. He's compact. He's aggressive. Whether that would translate to the Premier League is another thing as well, and whether he comes out with on the supercomputer. Let's talk forwards. Now, one player we've been interested in is 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗚 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗚. Now, according to his boss, the CEO of Atalanta, he has basically said that he's wanting to go, and he's wanting to go for some time. In our discussions, he was a player who should have left this summer. In keeping with our club's philosophy of one sale per year, despite much interest, nothing concrete has happened for 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗚 until yesterday, when the first official offer came in. That was from Inter Milan. Now, it's believed that they want something ridiculous, like, I think it's 43 million euros. No, 43 million pounds, about 45 million euros for him, with Inter Milan demanding, Inter Milan putting forward a 39 million pound deal on a loan to buy offer. So we'll buy him next year for 39 million pound. And they're like, no, we want 43 now. So they're not a million miles away. So although he is looking to move on, I don't think he'll be in a claret and blue shirt come the end of the transfer window, in all honesty. So for me, this is one you could probably strike off the list. And I've said that before. I'm just going to put a caveat in. I've said that before. We said that with Crescencio Somerville, and the next day we signed Crescencio Somerville. So let's, I'll say we're definitely not going to sign him. One player we could sign, reportedly we're holding talks with already, is my friend and yours, Roberto Piccolo. Well, that's a Piccoli. Roberto Piccoli. I've heard him called Piccolo, but Roberto Piccoli. Now, according to reports, West Ham are in talks with what's that? Oh, sorry. With for the goal scoring ace. I think he's 24, a graduate of the Atalanta Academy. He only celebrated his 24th birthday in January. He's an Italian under 21. He joined Cagliari on a permanent basis, having triggered a purchase clause in his contract from Atalanta. He scored 10 Serie A goals last season during a successful loan spell. And basically, Cagliari are looking to make a return on that investment. They bought him for 10 million. They want to flog him for about 25. According to Tutto Mercato Web, it reported yesterday at West Ham were intensifying their chase. Gazzetta dello Sport now says, that was this morning, that the Hammers are reported to have made another approach for the striker. The Sardinian-based outfit, meanwhile, will want to double their money and then some. They're reluctant to accept less than £25 million a month after signing him for around half that, or a third of that. I mean, he's 6'3", big frame, strong in the air. You can see why someone like Potter would like him, in terms of that target man, that Nicholas Füllkrug type shape. Half his goals were headers for Serie A. And it'd be fascinating to see what's going to happen. He's proven himself. I mean, in terms of his playing style, trying to think of the right words. He has, you know, he wants to play up front on his own. He wants to fight for every ball. This is coming from David Suozo, who is an ex Cagliari forward. Says he's done well. He's proven himself to be a very good striker. But he, you know, with 10 goals in Serie A, a decent haul. So yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, my friends. Interesting. And he said, now everything with a sort of a Serie A twist, I take extra notice in because Antonio is out there doing the business, or maybe he's not. Maybe we don't know. We'll find out. Similarly, he's also, I think, part of his remit is looking to sell players from West Ham into Serie A sides. We know Genoa are interested in 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗚 for another loan spell. There's several interested parties for Emerson. Both sides of Rome seem to be interested in him. Obviously, he used to play for Roma, but Lazio are also interested in him. If he goes to Lazio, he'll be one of only, I think, 20 players in the club, both clubs' history to have played for both sides. So that's pretty impressive. Because then also he's won everything in European football as well. It's somewhat of an understated career in terms of Emerson, I think. And likes of Mavropanos is getting interest from the likes of Roma. There was an interest for Aged as well from the same club. So look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But we know tonight we've got Everton in the Summer Series in the United States, in Chicago, my favorite US city. There we go, on that bombshell. I will speak to you later. If not, what we do, please give it some comments, little like, little, as I said, put your weirdest emoji in the comments below, and I might give a prize. I might give a prize to the weirdest emoji. You know me, I always do it occasionally. You know, we'll I tell them what we will do. We will do a prize. I'll do a random comment draw prize tonight. So on this video, comment on it. Tomorrow, I'll run the algorithm, throw it into the supercomputer. It picks out one comment. That person wins a prize. Something signed. What we got? Actually, for those on the live stream on Saturday, I've got to send out your stuff. I've got to send it all out. I am going to dish out what we got here. I've always got something. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Signed Upton Park print, Ray Stewart and Paul Brush. We'll give that away to one lucky viewer. One lucky. But also, you've got to be a subscriber as well. The reason why you have to be a subscriber is we'll make reference to the winner in the community tab. So you've got to be a subscriber. There's your deal. Subscribe, leave a comment, and you could win that lovely print. Anyway, much love. See you later, potatoes.